Welcome to the Dream Team Hangout. We are live and we're excited coming off an incredible DS Domination 2 event. Trent wanted to be here too, but he's traveling in between. He's actually on a flight right now from Atlanta back to his home in Myrtle Beach. So he wasn't able to make it, but he wanted to give a shout out and say that he wished he could be here. We have a great panel. Everybody on the panel was at the event that we just ended yesterday, and we are going to share what was shared at the event. We're going to give you the information, give you the content, and tell you why we are so excited and why this is an absolute game changer for the e-commerce industry, and all. There's just no competition, and you'll see why in just a second. At this event, we had people from all over, and we had people from the UK. Actually, Oberon was there, and she's traveling today, or she would have been on here with us. But she's got some incredible stuff for the UK, and we are just thrilled. So between all the training you're going to get in eBay, Monopoly, which is Amazon, and Genesis, as well as some really cool secret things that are coming out in Unleashed, you guys are going to be set. Tons of people on the stage with huge checks that are making money, and many of them have no affiliate income attached to that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Christoph, because he's going to have to step out and then come back in, but I want to make sure that we get his perspective of what happened this weekend. Or did you want to say something first?
No,
sorry, you left. Okay. All right, Christoph, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. The event was really good. It was 100 times better than last year, I would say, for those of us that were there. But anyways, the stuff that's coming out, you guys, you have no idea. It's just going to be so much easier for everybody, the whole process of drop shipping on eBay or even Amazon. They're putting full automation to you guys. Just straight from the back office, you're going to be able to go to Amazon, find the product, click list it, and do everything on eBay from your back office. You don't ever have to leave. So listing products is going to take no time. It's going to bring the pictures over for you. That's just one of the small things that's being updated with the new DSD 2.0. Like I said, there's so much stuff coming out. It's really hard to touch on all of it, but pretty exciting. The new, like I said, that's new. That's part of pro training even. And then with Elite and Unleashed, all the new stuff, the new Genesis training. Like I said, there's just so much coming out. It's hard to touch on all of it, but it's going to be really fun.
Awesome. For those of you that are on and you don't know what DS Domination is, I know that there are some guests here. Many of you are members, but for those of you that are just visiting and someone said, you got to watch this, this is an incredible opportunity for you. We are basically a training platform for e-commerce, but not only that, we've taken it a step further, and we are a software hub where everything you need for automation is located in one place, and it's just going to make it so much easier. People are making thousands upon thousands, and we are excited. Christoph, can you tell us what was your favorite part besides getting to see everybody? What was your favorite part of this event?
I just like hearing about all the new tools that are coming out. Like I said, the automation software, the updates. I like how the training's being involved, is involving some of the leaders as well. People that are actually using the products right now, and they're actually ones selling on Amazon. They're the ones selling on eBay. So when there's changes to eBay and Amazon's policies or whatever it is, they know about it. So it's up, and they're going to update the training to reflect it. So all this stuff that's that it's improving, it's really going to help everybody's incomes.
Exactly. Awesome. Okay, let's go to Carla. You there? You're muted.
Yes. Let me mute my phone too. Sorry about that. Hi guys, Carla Karam here in El Paso, Texas, and um, I'm glad to be home. And my mind's still going 3C right now after this weekend. Um, it was 100 times better than last year. The content was so valuable. The training received, and it was just amazing reconnecting with dream teamers that I've met through the year and helped, and they've helped me, and bondifying and really solidifying those relationships. Last year, I came and I was just 2 months in with DSD, and I only knew Kenya and Alessandro. A little clingy, sorry about that last year, you guys. But this year, since then, it I I am so humbled. I am so humbled. I had so many. I had moms coming up to me telling me that I was an inspiration, which it's just humbling to know that I've helped them, and just knowing that we can do it even though we do have struggles. Or my daughter, I don't know if some may know that, I homeschool her, and she's on the spectrum, and she's really all over the place, and so I'm dealing with her, and my husband has recent health issues, and little plug, please keep them in your prayers, my family, and this has just been so surreal, to know that I've helped others, and just my being, trying to be positive or help answering questions. I just feel that I've been helped so much by other Dream Team members in the company that that's my way of paying it forward. The content, the automation, Christoph touched on that. That's going to change my life. That right in itself is going to change my life, because I put my daughter to bed at 9, and I can't really work during the day and give it my 100%. And so I work from 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning most nights, and am limited to how many items I can list. There's research. I'm detailed. I really dot my I's and cross my T's, so I'm really thorough in my listings. So they take a half hour, 40 minutes to list one item. Well, now it's only going to take me 5 minutes. I don't have to do anything but maybe tweak a title or make the description my own. Everything is going to work through the DS back office. We just put in an item number. We put in our suppliers, whether we're going to use cashback part of our I mean, everything is covered. The Hitesh Junasia has done of creating the software and the programming for us, and his team. It's going to be 5 minutes for me. Do you just that in itself is just crazy, and taking on the and wow, I'm just going through all the information that we went through this weekend. We're getting another income stream within to help our Genesis partners here within the team. So it's very, very exciting. I am just so excited for, it's being rolled out gradually, and I can't wait to get to the new training. I just cannot wait.
Awesome.
That's great, Carla. Hey, so you're excited about the software updates. What else about the event really inspired you?
Oh.
What was your favorite speaker?
Your biggest takeaway from what you saw?
Well, my biggest takeaway, wow. There's well, Kenya, you're so on point. I really enjoyed and took in a lot of your Facebook training. It's just really valuable value that you gave us. You really gave us really great value. Sean Agnew, with his what he gave us with the listings and everything. Also, Matt McCormick, the young man, 23-year-old, who's doing options domination. he was a great help. He was a great help, and as a matter of fact, Dean's watching his training right now. There's just tough to point out one particular thing. There's just so much there. The automation in itself, I'm just really excited about that. I really, really am.
Yeah.
And the new tools too.
Yeah, I think those new tools are definitely going to speed up the process and getting them down for sure.
Thanks, Carla.
Thank you, guys. It was great.
Oops, Carla, I accidentally muted you as you were saying thank you. I apologize. Okay, let's go to Diane. Diane came. This is her first event with us, and she helped us a ton. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that very much. And go ahead and share what what you thought.
Let's see. I was amazed at the content. I've been to a few other events for other companies, and it was all hype and how much the top people did, and not the top people sharing their knowledge with everyone. Nobody was concerned with sharing anything, their tips, because it helps everybody, and it was great. So it was fabulous. I'm still like reeling too. The new back office page is wonderful. I just kind of looked around a little bit, but I took the couple days off of my regular job so I could decompress and get into some of the training. So I'm very excited.
That was a smart move. I can't imagine coming off of this and then having to like switch modes and jump right into something else. So that was a good decision. Glad you could do that.
Let alone just catching up on a little bit of sleep, because it was full days and nights over there. So,
Well,
and I look forward to sharing it with the two on my team, and doing some of the Craigslist training that Josh shared. Yeah.
What was your biggest, the one thing that you are going to hold on to and not forget coming off of this event?
That the leaders and the owners are in it for us. They aren't very. They just want everybody to succeed, and they're giving us updated training, continually updating it, so that we have the information that we need to share and help others. So.
Right on. Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome.
Kimberly, are you there? You're muted.
I got it.
Awesome. I mean, Kimberly has some pretty exciting news. We actually had 2 people on our team that, and there were more, that really got something that is life-changing and not, just I don't want to steal any thunder. So, Kimberly, go ahead. And Kim has been to we met at our first event last year in person, and then we've been to a couple of other Danny Johnson events together, but go ahead, Kim.
Well, first of all, let me run down what was most impressive. Yes, I've got this really cool thing to share with you, but that's not the best part of this whole weekend for me, actually, because that's for me. But some of the things that really impressed me were the amount of profits that people are making, and how our leadership is taking actually a less percentage of profit in order to give more back to us. And that's in the form of bundling packages that we are already buying. So we're already paying monthly for something, and they have found a way to make it even less expensive for us. And I thought that was just wonderful. The eBay tips, where they're constantly updating and updating. And I can't tell you the number of times in that meeting, I should have kept little hash marks on the side of my notebook. How many times I heard the old way we were being taught was this. However, this way, now we want you to do this. And so just constant updating of information on training for all of our levels, pro, elite, unleashed, everything. So that way we're on top of the cutting edge. And how many times our leaders also said, if you see something that you have a question about, isn't covered in the training, or has changed on a platform, shoot us a message. We're going to get on that right away. And that goes to the third thing, which was our leadership. And how many times in corporations we find that the leaders have a strength, and everything in their group, everyone in their group, ends up focused on that strength, and that's what they're very good at. Well, what happens if our fearless leaders attract a wonderful person, but they don't want to do that niche? Well, let's say they want to do Amazon selling, or they want to do eBay, or they want to do the affiliate side. What happens to them, to this person that doesn't fit their leader? Well, now what DSD has done is taken those leaders together and put all of their strengths in the training in the back office. So Kenya's strengths, Trent's strengths, each person who knows their niche, they do the training. And that's so awesome. Now, on to the big news is that one of the things that DSD is bringing out to all of us is the opportunity for them to find a product, do all the research for a product, list it on Amazon. Oh, we got to go back a step. Source it from China, list it on Amazon, and do the marketing to make that product raise to the top so that it can be a multi-times-a-day seller, so that we're selling something on Amazon that's going to give us a long-term residual income. Now, here's the best part. They're doing that work. And to test it all out, to make sure it works correctly, they chose a number of people from the audience at the event that they're going to do it for free. That means they pick up the cost of the sourcing China. They do all of the work. They hand it over to us as a functioning, profit-making entity that all we have to do is keep it going from there. And the reason they chose a few people to start with is that way they can test it out to make sure that all of the bugs and everything runs perfectly, and then they're going to open it to everybody in mid-July. And that is just awesome. So I was very blessed to be one of the people that was asked to be a guinea pig, and I'm very excited about that. And the other person on our team is Judy Gray, who was also asked to be a guinea pig, and never been so happy to be one in my life. But we're really, really excited. And you're going to see a video of me jumping around. That's because the first 3 people that were called up, they looked a little bit kind of deer in headlights. They didn't really know what was going on. I was like, man, if I get called up there, I'm going to act like the price is right. I'm going to scream, and I'm going to jump around, and I'm going to yell. And they called my name, and I had to do good on the promise. So that is the big, amazing news, is that it isn't just going to affect and change and be for my life, but it will be for everybody's life. And that's what DSD is all about. It's not about making 3 people on top wealthier than their wild imagination, but it's on creating wealth and financial freedom, real freedom, for anyone, not just those who can recruit and get someone to buy in something. And I love it. It's wonderful.
You know, Kimberly, that's a great point. You know, you mentioned earlier how policies are always changing and stuff like that, and now we are actually getting those updates and getting that information in the back office right away for everybody, and we're excited about that. And then also we're excited about what you've gotten out of this whole thing with the whole FBA program. I mean, that's a fully funded program that is basically going to be given right to you, you know, and you're going to have all the training, all the resources, everything to maintain that. And that's super exciting. I mean, that for a lot of people is could be anywhere from a couple thousand to a $10,000 adventure that they try to take on themselves, depending on the type of product they pick or whatnot. So we're so happy for you guys. We're so excited, Kimberly, that I mean, you know, there was a lot of people with checks on stage, but I think next year, what people were saying, I think the stage is going to be empty and all the checks are going to be out in the audience. So that's going to be awesome.
Well, there are a lot of people with checks on the stage, but there were a lot of people that were actually in the audience that had made more than the people with the checks on the stage that never told anybody, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, it's just unheard of that happens in a company.
Well, I think Hitesh mentioned that 2/3 of the people or the money that was on those checks was not actually from affiliate money. It was actually from the e-commerce side. So that's from the customer side. Okay, let me repeat that. That's from the customer side that money was being made. It wasn't because, you know, only 1/3 of that was from affiliate money. The other 2/3 was from e-commerce, from what people did on their own in front of their own screen, copy and pasting. And so that's what's amazing. You just don't hear that with any other company.
Awesome. So thank you, Kimberly. Oops, she muted. Hold on, Kim, you're muted. Hold on. Unmute yourself.
Okay, that was I'm back and forth between screaming and crying and jumping around and all the emotions involved, but I'm trying to keep it a little more even for everybody out there. But trust me, I'm sitting here going. So I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to be able to share it with
What did your
all of
husband
us.
say? What did your husband say when you told him?
He was almost speechless and so excited, and then he started asking me a million questions that I don't have the answers for. Like, okay, when is it? When are we going to do it? And what's it going to be? And how are we going to choose the product? And and I said, I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure that sometime in the next week I'm going to get a call. Because if they're rolling out in mid-July, they got to be on it. And that means it's got to be started right away to get your product from China.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, we're going to move over to Scarlett. I was so excited I get excited when I hear everyone's coming to the event, but I'm like, you're going to the event, right? I've been trying to meet this girl. Scarlett, you were there. What'd you think?
Man, first of all, my mind is blown, to be quite honest. I'm tired. I'm still trying to catch up from all the lack of sleep. It was just too much information over the weekend. I still have my handy dandy pen from the event with all of this amazing content, which is pretty cool. But overall, like, I think the thing that got me pretty excited is everybody knows that I came in crushing as an affiliate when I first started. And I just love inviting and introducing people to this opportunity. Like, it's just overwhelming because it's some place that I know that if you just apply the information, you'll succeed. And when I found out that they were making sure that if you are an affiliate, it's not just about the recruiting process, but if your recruits are not recruiters, so if they're not duplicating, but if they're just selling on eBay and they're getting transactions, you're getting a percentage of that. I'm like, what? So they don't even have to recruit and there's still more money coming in. It's just how else can we make this better? Like, there's no way to make this better. The website is amazing. I don't even know what else to say. And then meeting all of you guys, everybody's just so friendly, everybody's so helpful, and that's very rare in a lot of other companies because nobody wants to give away the secrets. Everybody just wants to, I can't tell you this, I can't tell you how to get in my niche because I don't want you to overpower me. And everybody's just like, hey, I'm making money, I want you to make money. Come into the family. It doesn't matter if you're on Sean Agnew's team, if you're on Dream Team, it doesn't matter. Everybody's just collectively wanting everybody to see success. And then meeting Kevin and Hitesh, and they're just so down to earth. Like, there's no like spotlight on them. They just want to give you a hug. They want you to succeed. They're happy. It's really humbling, and it's my first event as well ever with in marketing, and it was amazing.
That's awesome. What was your favorite take? What's the one thing that happened that you're not going to forget? You're going to remember it for a long time.
For me personally, I was always the one that's like, list until your fingers fall off. More listings equal more sales. So I think I was kind of blown away when I found out that Matt only had about 300 items and was grossing like making like $100,000 and like it was just crazy to me. And then finding out, how to filter through your listings, it was just really valuable content to maximize your time and maximize your dollar at the same time. So that was some pretty impressive information for me.
Yes, that was awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for helping me fill the ice bucket too. That was my most memorable part of the thing was when we got to, with Trent and his hair still stayed up. I hope there's pictures flying around Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook very much, but
I'll be posting a video on YouTube. Everybody's going to see that all around the world. So, yes.
All right, Shireen. Shireen is she's mute. You got to mute yourself. But Shireen, she's been in other companies, and she's tried to replace her nursing income, and she actually did that about a year ago with DSD, and she was on stage again with the check this time, and she's just crushing it.
Yes, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've actually like tripled my nursing income for what I made in a year, in DSD, tripled. Isn't that crazy?
And you have flexibility.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to miss your daughter's cheer stuff. You can travel when you need to. It's crazy.
Yes, it really is. So it's been great. So what is my question, or what's the question?
No. just tell us about the event, how it impacted you, your biggest takeaway, and we actually have Shireen and I and some of the other leaders. Actually, a couple of them are on here too. Wow, we have a lot of Dallas people on here. Mm-hmm. Shireen and Stoney and Tim, and Stacy's not too far away, so I might be able to convince her to get over here. But we're going to have some local stuff going on in Dallas. So Shireen, go ahead. Besides
okay.
the event.
From the event, oh my gosh, I got so many things from the event. For one thing, let's see, the new, obviously all the new training that's coming out. And the DSD 2.0, all of that. I thought the drone was really cool. Then just connecting with all our team and all of DSD really was amazing. I think everyone got along really good, and I think everyone realizes what a great group of people that we have. And so that was a lot of fun and interesting. I loved hearing Matt McCormick. I don't know why I call him Matty. But anyways, Matt McCormick, he was very, very inspirational. That's a great story to tell. I loved his check and his dedication and his, talking about it, and even his question and answers, and just hearing him speak. I think he's amazing. So I learned a lot from him. Also, I love that I learned on the company as a whole is always trying to look for ways to make us better and us to make even more money. They're like always like changing things around to make sure that we can make as much possible money as we can, and they even take money, from their own pockets in order to put that back to us so that we can make more. So that's awesome, and it was good to have some of my team members there and get to see that as well. I've got a whole bunch that are really involved, and of course I've had about 1 million people. I've got like all kinds of people that want to, get started and all this type of stuff. So I thought it was so good in so many ways. It really was.
That's awesome. Shireen she crushed it in eBay. She actually replaced her nursing income on eBay alone, and then she moved on to Amazon, and I think that's where the tripling came in. So,
that's very true.
yeah, very cool. Thanks, Shireen.
You're welcome.
Are you there? You're muted right now. Stacy? All right, Stacy.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes.
I couldn't hear y'all. I didn't know. I thought you were going down the line in order.
Well, my order is different from your order. For some reason, it just does it that way. But yeah, I am going in order for me.
Hi, it's Stacy Flores. I live here in Baytown, Texas, right outside of Houston, and this was my second event. I enjoyed the first one. This one was probably 1,000 times bigger and better. The first one I came away with so much energy and so much excitement, and this one I can, probably I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm already trying to watch the new training, and um, the biggest thing I think that I took away from this, my son attended the event with me in Vegas last year. He just turned 21, and he got real excited by some of the things that he saw at the last event. He didn't get to come with me to this one, and I was so disappointed that he missed this, because the youth that we have, and the what their success, what they've been able to accomplish, is just blows my mind. I'm 48, and most of my friends are around that age, and we were all talking, and it's like, gosh, if we knew what these guys know, now, if we knew it back then when we were in our 20s, it's just amazing, and the potential that the youth today have, and I'm looking forward to us growing and helping the youth. One thing Nathan said on stage that I talked earlier with my son about, was the lack of the financial planning that kids today have. They don't even know about credit cards and things, and how to be business minded. And I think getting started, there's so many youth that are involved in this. It was just amazing to me. Matt McCormick, his story, the amount of money and success he's had at 23, and he still has a full-time job. It just blows my mind that what we have is, and it's such a simple concept. It's nothing that, it doesn't matter who you are, what ethnicity you are, how old you are, you can do this. And they're giving us all the tools, and with the updates, I'm just blown away. The amount of material that we have at our fingertips, and the community that we have. Everybody's bringing their expertise, and nobody's saying, oh, these are my secrets, I'm not going to share with you. It doesn't matter who you are, what team you are. Everybody was open and honest and willing to chat with you. Somebody had a question, and they asked it of Hitesh on stage, and I don't even remember what the question was, but then they kind of asked it again, I guess, because he didn't really answer it the way, what they were expecting. And he's like, well, look, I'll sit right here, and you can ask me as many questions as you want, whatever you want. He wanted to make sure that everybody got what they came for, that they understood where we were going, and I'm just completely blown away. I had a fabulous time, met some great people. My business partner and I have been working online together. She lives in Florida. I live in here, and we've never even met in person. So it was the first time we got to meet, and I got to meet so many people. Just had a blast. Looking forward to it. I'm already ready for the next one. Can we have them every 6 months? That's a lot of work, but it was so much fun.
We are actually talking about that, so we'll see what's decided. But yeah, Stacy and Lisa are a dynamic partnership there. They're doing great, and they've actually done some training for our team. And I mean, you guys are doing great, and we appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all are fantastic, and it's an honor to be part of such a great team, great company, and have met such great people.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And just to piggyback a little bit of what she's saying about the content, being able to go to an event, and there is a level of excitement that is there, but there's also a level of content that most of these events don't get. And we like to see, it's so great with DS Domination and Options Domination that there's so much content that you take away with you. It's not like you're leaving this thing and you're all like in cloud nine and you're excited, and then a day later it all kind of fizzles away because you realize that the work that you have to do is actually completely different. But this is actually, you get home and you dive into a software and you're like, wow, it's like I came back from this event, my job is easier. I mean, it's still work, but it's easier. And it's so cool because what they do is they take the possibilities and they just raise the bar. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store. I'm looking at this video. I'm oh, okay, I gotta go do this. I don't know where to start now. I know I need to start back at the beginning and move forward, but there's so much there. The content is just amazing.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be busy all week with everything.
Yep. I think we're going to be busy for a long time.
Busy. Yeah, absolutely.
The legitimacy of this business is just very powerful.
Yes.
But the automation will definitely, we'll be busy, but it's good busy, and the automation is going to save us time to free up where we can do other things, and
exactly.
It's all good. It's great.
It is. Awesome. Let's go to Stony. You are muted.
Hello.
Oh.
Stony.
Just to follow up with what Stacy was saying, I get so overwhelmed, like my mind goes everywhere and I want to do everything at once. But Kim and I sat down and we're just going to concentrate on one thing, and after we take action and get it going, then I do another. That helps me so much. What I wanted to explain about this company is it's so blessed, you know, it's so blessed, and I think it starts at the top with those three leaders. They're so humble, you know. It's just like, and it goes all the way down because I've never been around a group where everybody helps everybody. You know, it's just like it's just it can be somebody that's at the top, you know. It doesn't matter that they reach out and help, and it makes such a big difference. Just being around so many different companies in the past and just having that feeling where you just know something's not right, and it killed your enthusiasm. With DSD, it's like it just keeps growing, and I tell people, they look at me and it's too good to be true. I said, yeah, I thought the same thing, but it really is. It's legitimate, and people are really doing well. And just like the lady was saying, you want to tell everybody about it because it's just so cool. The event, one thing that I really liked was how in the beginning, you know, when they had the training, it was just kind of like one person doing each training, pro, elite, so on. And then how now they've taken the leaders who are in the trenches, who are actually doing the, you know, doing the eBay, doing the Monopoly, doing the affiliate, and they actually are the ones that are doing the training videos and making them live. And I think that makes such a big difference because how fast we grow, you know, the speed of it. Another thing that I like was having the third-party endorsements, the one from the attorney talking about compliance and how this company, I mean, he's really well known, and how this company is just, it blows his mind on what we're doing and making a difference with being product sales. And also the gentleman that was the police captain, 25 years in the MLM business, and this one, he can't wait to get involved in it because it just blows him away. What else would you need a kind of endorsement than somebody that's been in it 25 years? And the last thing would be that it was just so cool to, you know, the dream team it's such a blessing to be involved because who knew that we could get all people together from all over to come to the event? We have our own little meeting and lunch, and it's packed, standing room only. And you know, that's cool. It's just, and one more thing is my wife, she's involved now, and she came and she took notes on her little iPad, and we got home, and she's so excited to get started, and she's so smart, and she helps me so much, and so it's really good that like you guys work together. I can't wait to work with her. She's got a full-time job, but once she gets going, man, you can't stop her. So I'm loving it. So thanks.
Am I muted? Oh, that's awesome. Stony, you guys you've already been doing great on eBay and Amazon. I mean, you were already having success last year at this time, and now I know you've moved over to Amazon. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, the transition was I was really cranking along in eBay, and then when they had the rule change, I went from like above average to below average in one day, and it just took the air out of me. And so I sat around for a week and just thought about it. And I had already had Monopoly, but before I didn't have the cash flow for the every 2 weeks of getting paid. So this time that I did, and I jumped into it. And after about 3 days, I was like, "Whoa, man, why didn't I do this earlier?" You know, I love eBay, but Amazon is just like a different animal. It's just, you know, and I love the way they run it. They might be the FBI, but I love that because it's so.
Oh, we lost your sound a second there.
Okay.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. So it's you know, they keep a tight ship, but I'm glad that they do because it just makes it such a clean and good site, and it makes you pay attention to the health of your account, and just also you know, the unlimited listings, the amount of more money that you can make, and just the more of learning. I'm learning so much. You know, I mess up a lot, but I just keep moving along.
Well, Stoney, you mentioned something very interesting. One of the speakers was one of the attorneys. He's actually one of the main attorneys for a lot of the network marketing companies in our country. He's one of 4 attorneys, one of 4 of well-known attorneys, and it's interesting because
Kevin Thompson is his name. He was on stage. It's not a secret.
Yeah, so he was on stage, and you know, he's very selective about showing up to these events type things because he's, you know, he can't do any kind of endorsements and stuff like that. what I found out to be very interesting is he says, he said, okay, so how many of you on the customer side are actually making money? And he says, raise your hand. And so, the whole room raises their hands, and he's like, I can't ask that question at other companies. And I thought that was hilarious because it's like, with these other companies, unless you're a recruiting machine, and even at that, it's very short-lived before the honeymoon's over, and you kind of move on to another company. And so he said, the grass is greener. Well, you're on the greener side of the grass, which I thought was great.
Yeah, and he was such a good presenter. And my wife goes, he's got those teeth that ching,
Yeah.
And he works. Yeah, he worked the stage, and he had such good information, a great attitude, and just he was just a great speaker. I'm so glad that they had him to explain how you really got to be compliant, and you can't, you got to, again, keep a tight ship, and we do that. So that was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thanks, Stoney.
Thank you for having me.
Tim Pantages.
That is me. How's it going, everybody?
Good, good, good. I'm glad you're here. And man, we met Tim in person for the first time, and we've lived here close by for about 6 weeks, but we were just busy getting ready for the event and stuff. And we're looking at him, and he told me when he ordered his T-shirt, he was a big guy, right? And I'm like, okay. Well, when I met him, I mean, he wasn't kidding. This man is like,
hey, Tim.
He towers over me. He's like 6-something and just built, and like when he's around, you just feel safe, like that kind of guy. So anyway, it was great to meet you in person, and we've had many conversations on the phone and other stuff, but just really enjoyed hanging out. So go ahead and share with us, what your events takeaways were.
Well, sure, and thanks for that introduction. I am a good guy, but when it comes down to laying down the law, I've done it a couple times. But it's good to it was great for me to be here. Of course, being here in Dallas, I would be totally out of my mind if I didn't make it, especially since I'm like 20 minutes away from the event. But there was a couple of things that I took away, and even though I had to play for a funeral earlier in the day, I also had to play for an emergency church service on an emergency call, so I didn't get to hear everything. There was still a lot of things that I took away. I mean, when I came back, I was like, here's a big old 6'2", 270 dude running through the hotel trying to get to the room, and I come in and I'm hearing Josh Jacobs talking about just finishing up on Craigslist, and he was talking about his email list. And then I had my notes out, Kenya, when you were talking about Facebook, and I was thinking, I'm not the type of person that says, okay, I already know how to do that, because those are the most expensive words that you can use. Oh, I already know that. No, it's how much am I doing it? What can I do better? So I was just like I knew nothing, and I had my pen out, and I was just leaning forward, and I was just grasping, and it was just like I never knew how to market on Facebook. That's my approach. Those are the things that I took away, and it was just the little simple things, because Josh Jacobs was talking about engaging your email list, engaging your audience every day, and not just every day, but doing it in different ways. You're giving value. So there was a lot that I took away, and of course, obviously the automation. I love Amazon. I'm like Stoney. I love Amazon. It was great to hear some other topics. I did have my little, I call it my James Bond pen, because it does like the little DSD pen that we got. Scarlett had just flashed hers. I call it the James Bond pen, because we have like a little flash drive. You can write on it. We have a little pointer, so it does like multiple things. And I was checking out the videos that we have and the training that we have. It was just phenomenal. I actually had a hard time going to sleep last night, but just ingesting all that training that we got, and I can imagine how much more it was for other people. there's just a lot that we can do. And for our guest that's on here, it really is, this is really is a call to action. We're not here to brag about ourselves. We're not here to brag about we have the best business, which obviously we do. E-commerce is the way to go, but it's really a call to you, because this is why we're doing it. Friend, this is why we are here. We're here to let you know how your life can be changed. How much do you want to change your situation? How important is it to you that you can work from the comfort of your own home? Maybe you want to spend time with your family more. Do you want to provide for your children? What is it that you really want to do? Just think about that, what you want most, and just allow DS Domination and the leadership that we have here on the team. We can help you step by step. There's a lot of, you heard a lot of things that we offer here in DS Domination, but we really have a step-by-step plan offered in the training. And even though if it's a revamped training, it's still step by step. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry where to go next. It's all laid out for you. The thing is, it's just up to you. How much are you hurting? How much do you want to change? How much do you want to improve your future? So Kenya, Alessandro, by the way, guys, it was great to meet everybody. The photos that you see on Facebook, and it really does not do any justice. Y'all look, everybody looks like 100 times better in person. So I personally enjoyed it, and I know this is really just the beginning. I have this really, even just hearing everybody talk right now, I'm just have this burning desire. I felt like just bawling right now, because like you just want to grasp life by the horns and just tear it away, because that's what we're made to do. We are made to go forward. We are made to make things happen. We are made to engage. This is what this business is all about. So I can keep going and going, but I know that I'm in the right spot. And friend, that you that are listening, you are in the right spot. So take advantage. Do not let this opportunity pass by. Kenya, Alessandro, thank you guys for everything you did. I'm turning it back over to you guys.
Thanks so much, Tim. You're amazing, and just such an encourager, and like commanding. Like you're like, it's up to you, and you're right. It is. It's up to every person listening to do it. The tools are there. I mean, they're there, and the support's there, and the training's there, and it's just how, like you said, how bad are you hurting?
Yeah. I think it's very interesting. You did mention that, and I thought, like the best analogy is like it's like you're given a car with the keys. You still got to turn it on. You still got to drive it, and that's the very easy part. The fact that you have the car and you have the keys is the hard thing. So, like Kenya mentioned earlier, that DS Domination is a training platform with an automation software component to it that really just makes it so much more easier to be able to do this. And what it actually uses is third-party sites, multi-billion-dollar third-party sites like eBay and Amazon as your selling platforms. And so with that, it's just been a really great company to be a part of. And what's the best part about it is that it's not like I think Kimberly mentioned it and a couple other people mentioned as well. It's not just the owners at the top of the company that are making all the money, but it's actually the people, the customers, just the average people like myself and my wife and everyone else that can apply this and make money. And so that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part to hear that, is that you're not sitting here trying to encourage somebody to just stick with it. It'll turn around. No, they're making money. They're making money. They're excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So our parting words for all of you who are watching. And first I want to thank the whole panel for being here. I mean, they were all at this event. They all have had very little sleep, if any. And I said, day after the event, you ready for a hangout? And everybody was excited. As a matter of fact, we have a full panel. I had to turn people away.
Yep.
So thank you all for being here. And, you guys have been given a gift. Those of you who are visitors, you've been given a gift by the person telling you get on this Hangout. And with that link, there's a join button, and that will take you to the person who referred you. So either get back to the person who referred you or click on the link that they gave you and get started. Don't wait. It's time to take control of your life and do what you want to do. So thank you all for tuning in. And does anyone else have any last words? Just unmute yourself and we'll let you share them, and then we'll end.
If you knew what I know, you wouldn't hesitate. But you can only say that once you get in and you see it.
Curtain word.
The life changer. Definite life changer.
All I can say is this. It's only $20 to see. Once you pay the $20 just to see what everything offers, what we do, the support, the proof photos, the sounds going off on your phone, the cha-chings all the time, that'll get you excited and make you just want to continue to grow your business. Like, there's no reason not to try it. It's a small risk, high reward.
Hey, I wanted to say, at the first event I picked up, this lady said, take your $20 and prove the concept. So you have 30 days to prove the concept. If it's not for you, it's $20. It's not $500 or $1,500 where I've seen people invest, and after a month they're done, and you feel so bad because you're the one that brought them on. So prove the concept and put your $20 down, and you'll be glad that you did.
Right. Guys, just take action. Take action now. And once you take that immediate action, just follow it up with consistent action and watch your business build and watch yourselves become successful.
Awesome. On that, you guys have a great day. DSD 2.
We'll see you guys later.
Here.
Take care. Bye-bye.